it's Stacey here from Anxiety Go, and I'm just going to do another little short video to let you know that anxiety and panic disorders, you can break free from this cycle. It does take a lot of time, determination, but you will get there. Over 8 years ago, I suffered from anxiety very, very bad. I was diagnosed with anxiety / panic disorder from the doctors. I was put on medication for the first week. It was absolutely horrendous. I had to wait for obviously the medication to work, which just caused more symptoms, which wasn't very nice. I went back to the doctor, he put me on some different medication that actually worked a lot better with me. So I was then on a certain medication, Protoxetine, for over the next 2 years. Within the first lot of my anxiety, I was unable to leave my home, I couldn't go out, couldn't go to work. It was just really, really awkward. We had started running a business called ConsoleWorks. We repaired video game consoles, Xboxes, PlayStations, that kind of thing. Me and my partner, we started this business, which was going really, really well. The problem was when I got anxiety, I was unable to go to work. My partner was absolutely fantastic. He did what we call day shifts, and I went in at night time when there was nobody there. Couldn't socialise with anybody. It was absolutely horrible. I'd have a panic attack as soon as I got into work. It wasn't happening. It was really, really hard to deal with. So we managed it. I did the office administration stuff, as I still did, but I did it over night time. I was still able to email my customers. Talking on the telephone was really, really hard. A panic would start to emerge. What they'd ask me, how I'd be able to deal with it, what questions I'd need to answer. It just all spiralled out of control. So we decided that it would be easier if he did the daytime things and I did stuff of an evening, where I could still participate within the business and still keep it up and running, which worked absolutely fantastic. There was also the times when I was unable to leave the house. This was before I actually went back to work of an evening. So I was unable to leave my home, which meant my partner went to work quite a lot of hours in the day to get done what he needs to get done. He would then come home. He would be really, really nice. He brought colouring books home for me, things that I could do with my time. Distractions really, to stop thinking about the anxiety 24/7, because when you have a disorder, that is really all you think about to start off with. Whether you're going to become better, what's going to happen in a few years' time. It's all these what if this and what if that, which I'll obviously later explain in my other videos. So he started coming home from work, we'd have dinner together and we would go for a small drive. Just round the block, nothing too far. Although my anxiety was still really, really bad at this time. I didn't want to go for a drive, I didn't want to go out, didn't want to see no one, didn't want to do anything. But I knew that I had to. He didn't force me into it, but the way he worded his words were, you know, come on Stacey, get up and go, we need to do this. So we'd get in the car, my heart would start pounding, I'd have hot sweats, my head would start going dizzy. But I would see it out. We was only out for half an hour at a time, not very long at all. We'd then come back home and I'd think, oh, that's a relief, I'm back home, that's fantastic. But I still had to go out. I couldn't live my life being trapped or stuck indoors constantly. That's no way to live. When you start having anxiety, you do feel that that is the only way that you can live and the only thing that kind of sort of keeps you going, because you feel like you can't do anything. You feel like you can't leave your house, you'll have a panic attack, what people will think of you, what people won't think of you, all this stuff goes through your head. So in a way, it's easier to have anxiety and stay indoors. But in the long run, it's not easy to do that. And I would recommend anybody from this day, if you have got anxiety and panic disorders, don't keep yourself behind closed doors. It will really make matters worse. And then when you do have to eventually go out, it will be horrendous, absolutely horrendous. So I would recommend to do little but often, which is said in a lot of things. Just small baby steps, honestly. You know, get yourself ready. So get up in the morning. Don't panic yourself about having to go out the front door. Just get up, get dressed, maybe put your shoes on. Go for a walk around indoors so your body knows that you may be going out, but but you don't have to. There's nothing there to force you, but just that little tiny step will make a difference. Okay, so even if it's the first week, just get dressed, get ready as if you're going to go out and do something. And then in a few days, maybe go out and walk down your street, whether it's 3, 4 or 5 doors. That's all. Nothing too far. Don't get out in the car and drive hours somewhere when you get there and you think, oh my God, I've got all that time to come back. I've been there, I've done it, and it's hard, but you will be able to do it. You just need to take baby steps. That is all you need to take. Just take one day at a time, and when you do achieve something, praise yourself. Tell yourself you did well done. Don't think, wow, I didn't go here or I didn't go there, I'm really falling down, I can't do this and I can't do that. Don't beat yourself up about it. Focus on the good stuff. Get yourself a diary, pen and paper, just write down when you do achieve the stuff, everything you achieve throughout the day. You know, you get out of bed, that's an achievement. Things you're grateful for. You know, you've got a home, you've got food on the table, you've got a roof over your head, everything like that. Write down everything you're grateful for every single day, and you'll start to feel better in yourself. You'll start to have more of a positive approach, you'll start to want to do things more. When you see that your life is a lot more livable to what you're feeling inside, you'll be able to get out, go there, do it, and achieve a lot more. It started with me going out for the car journeys and then eventually getting back to work, evening shifts. And then after a few months, I was able to get up in the morning, I was able to go to work. It was still really scary. The phone would ring, my heart would beat, I'd get hot sweats. Customer would come in, I'd start to think, oh, what if I have a panic attack and the customer's there, what are they going to think of me? It was all this that was going through my head that really didn't need to go through my head. You know, if you have a panic attack in front of someone, it's absolutely fine. Just let your body release. Do a few calming methods, different things that I've learned throughout my time of having panic attacks and anxiety, which also in follow-up videos I'll speak to you about. And just try and understand that, yeah, your body's going through a tough time at the moment. But you will be able to come out of that tough time, and then just what I call be free. You know, you can go out, you can do things, and it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. But don't beat yourself up about it. Honestly, you're doing a real good job. You get up every day, you do things, and that's absolutely fantastic. You really should praise yourself for just being you, because you're a beautiful person, and you will get there. You really will. It just takes the time, and time is on your side. You've got lots of time and you will be able to do it. Just keep pushing through, and honestly you'll get there. I got there. I'm here where I am now. I have a wonderful life. I really do. Apart from my anxiety disorder all them years ago, it's, you know, I wouldn't change my life for the world. I have a fantastic boyfriend, I have great friends, I have great family, I have a fantastic home. And I'm just going because I'm going to feel the fear, I'm going to push through, and I'm going to get to where I want to go. And you will too. With determination, you really will. My other problem with going out was supermarkets. Wow. Supermarkets were absolutely horrible. Absolutely hated them. Walked through the door and the panic would come straight away. Top to bottom would be hot flushes, my head would be giddy, my eyes would be fuzzy, my heart would start pounding, hot sweats, pains in my stomach, the whole everything. And then the shaking, the absolute shaking of a panic was awful. And that would happen 10 steps into the supermarket. So what I would do, I would run out of the supermarket, I'd get back in my car and I'd drive home. And that's where I'd stay. Couldn't conquer a supermarket. Couldn't conquer it. And now, if I say to someone, oh, I couldn't go into the supermarket, I'd get panicked. People look at me and think, wow, what do you mean? You know, why are you having that problem? But people with anxiety do have that problem, and all everybody needs is a little tiny bit of encouragement to say, hang on a minute. Yes, you are having a panic attack for some reason. Your body's going into a fight and flight response. It's uncontrollable for yourself at the time and you don't know what to do. That's absolutely normal. Anyone would run away. Absolutely anyone. I did, and a lot of people I know that suffer from anxiety, panic disorders, would do exactly the same thing. So you're not alone. You're really, really not alone. And to be quite honest, supermarkets, when you have anxiety, are pretty scary places. They're absolutely huge. IKEA was the absolute worst for me. I've only really conquered it over the past couple of years, to be honest. It's like, although there's arrows on the floor, they tell you where to go, so you kind of know, there's certain little cut-throughs, and the more you go there, the quicker you find the cut-throughs and the quicker you can get out. But to me, it was like an absolute maze. Yeah, you could go back, which was fine, but it was like a maze, and I felt trapped. I felt like I couldn't get out, and I had to get to the end, and I had to get there quickly. And it was awful. The panic would come over again, the hot flushes, the dizziness, the stomach pain, everything, my heart pounding, feeling faint, feeling dizzy, dry mouth, and it was just awful, absolutely awful. And I think it's because I felt trapped in IKEA. I couldn't feel like I could actually leave. But you know what? You can leave. No matter where you are, you can. But what I'd recommend is you don't leave. Don't run away from it, honestly. The things I've learned over the past 6-7 years with dealing with my anxiety, and the past couple of years when I'm really, really focused on getting better, is not running away. You will be okay in a supermarket. Take a bottle of water with you. If you feel a bit dry mouth or a bit panicky, just take a sip of water. Work your way slowly. Look at things to distract you. Another good idea is maybe your phone or an iPod. Just listen to some music when you're speakers, so you're walking around and the music is actually distracting you. You won't think about it. You'll just walk around and you'll be able to listen to music. Take a mint, suck a mint so you don't get a dry mouth. And then just continue walking around, looking at the things, and just generally shopping. I absolutely loved shopping. I couldn't think of anything better to do with my time than to shop. So when I got anxiety and panic attacks and I couldn't go into shopping malls, I was like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. I can't go clothes shopping, I can't go with my friends. Absolutely everything kind of just come to a halt. But with time, I'm able to go back to the supermarkets now and do my weekly shop. I'm able to go clothes shopping, I'm able to go food shopping. I'm able to even go to IKEA, which we went to the other night, although we found the shortcuts for them now, which is pretty good. I get up and I go there, which I'm really, really proud of myself for actually doing it. There is still a lot for me to conquer, but I know that I can do it and I will do it, and which I'm really looking forward to the next year or so, just doing more things, going out there, going on long haul flights, visiting the world, just doing different things that when I think about them, I get a little bit panicky still to this day. Only a little bit anxious, not massively anxious like I used to do, just a little tiny bit. But I know that with all of my methods that I've learned, I'll be able to apply them when I know I'm feeling anxious and bad, and I'll be able to get through them. And I will continue to do it because I know that I can, and I know that you guys can too. It's just only a matter of time. You just need to focus your mind, you need to get it back into perspective, and you need to believe in yourself. You need to go out, you need to show your anxiety you're not scared. That is the main thing. Your anxiety thrives, and it will thrive on making you scared, making you panic. It will keep you in this little locked circle that it will say, you're afraid, you can't do anything. But you'll say, hey, I'm not afraid, I can do that and I will do that. The more you worry about your anxiety, the more you lead it and let it run up and run up, the fear, the more you'll fear of doing it. You can fear something, that's absolutely fine, but you need to tell your body that you will be okay. And once you go and do it, the relief of actually doing it is amazing. It's, you know, the small steps, the walking the 5 doors, the getting in the car, the driving around the block, the going back to work, the challenging the supermarkets, you know, being able to go out with your friends again, talk to your friends on the phone without having your anxiety and your heart racing while your friend's on the phone. You know, all these little things, they pile up into one big thing, which is an achievement, which is fantastic, and it will feel really, really good. Later on in my videos, I will talk about different methods that I've actually had of coping strategies, along with different things that I've done throughout my time to help with my anxiety. And I hope that these videos will help you guys out there, or at least someone, to let you know that your anxiety, I believe, can be conquered. And I really, really do strongly believe in everybody out there. I believe in myself, and I think that you're all fantastic, and you will reach a time in your anxiety when you will be able to rule it and say, hey, you know, I am scared, but I'm going to do it anyway, and I will be able to do this. Thank you for watching my video. If you want, you can subscribe if you want to, so you don't miss my latest updates. If not, you're more than welcome to visit me at www.anxietygo.co.uk. If you want to leave any comments or ask any questions, you're more than welcome to email me, and I'll try my best to answer anything from what I've learned and how I've dealt with my anxiety. Thank you for watching my video, guys. You're more than welcome to subscribe so you don't miss any updates. But until then, take good care of yourselves, and I hope to see you on here again soon. Thank you. Bye bye.